show, The Contenders. I'm your host, Pegun Young. Sunday marks the 1st of September, and we look forward to the crisp weather of fall. We've had an especially hot, muggy, and rainy August. Now let's begin the quiz. On the last Friday of August, let's welcome today's contenders. Welcome to our stage, Jack team, Seo Ji-gang and Bang Jung-hwan. I understand that you have an English conversation group together, and that's how you came up with a very interesting name. How did you come up with it?
Both of us have English nickname through our English conversation club, and his nickname is Chris, and my nickname is Jake, and we just took the first two letters of each other's name.
J-A and C-H,
That's
Jack.
correct.
Okay, very interesting combination. Good luck to you today. And your opponents, the camp team, Song Sun-ju and Kim Mi-sun, welcome to our stage. I understand that you came from pretty far away, Gangwon province.
Yes, Wonju City.
And you share more than actually the home city together. You share some English experience. You want to share with that?
Yes, last year we went to the English camp together. Well, we were English teachers, so we were really surprised finding, we're teachers and from Wonju City. So yeah, since then we got to get closer to each other, and that's why also we make it to this quiz show.
Welcome to our stage. And you know, there are quite a few people who actually enjoy our show and try to learn English or try to better their English. Do you have any hints for them back at home?
Yes, enjoy and keep studying and never give up. That's the point.
All right, very good. Never give up. Yes. And of course, let's begin our quiz. In this first round, I'll be giving you 10 multiple choice questions, each worth 10 points, and I will give you 5 seconds to answer per question. If you get all 10 questions correct, I'll give you 50 bonus points. And of course, if you get a question wrong, we'll stop there and give you the sum of points up to that point. You can call out chance and better your chances at a correct answer. Of course, if you are ready, Jack team, please choose among question sets Q, U, I, and Z.
We go with Q.
Okay, we'll go with Q. Number 1. What dance style was featured in the 1970s movie Saturday Night Fever starring John Travolta? 1. Swing, 2. Jazz, 3. Ballroom, 4. Disco.
Number 4.
Question 2. Of the following, how much is the current bus fare in Seoul City? 1. 401, 2. 501, 3. 601, 4. 701.
Number 3.
And are you also from Seoul?
I'm from Ilsan.
Do you ride the Seoul buses?
No, not today.
But
I took the subway.
And that's also 601, right? Okay, very good. We go on to question 3. Of the following, a meteorologist studies 1. Weather, 2. Stars, 3. Rocks, 4. Plants.
Number 1.
Question 4. Who is the current Secretary General of the United Nations? 1. Boutros Boutros-Ghali, 2. Kurt Waldheim, 3. Louise Frechette, 4. Kofi Annan.
Number 4.
Very good. You still haven't used chance, and you're almost halfway through the first section of the quiz. How do you feel being on our stage?
A little bit easier than I expected.
Is your actual conversation group helping out?
Sure.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And we go on to question 5. What is the longest river in the world? 1. Amazon, 2. Nile, 3. Yangtze, 4. Mississippi.
We'll use chance.
Okay, you'll use chance. We'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And please make your final selection.
Number 2.
The Nile is the longest, And we go on to question 6. Of the following, which is not a film directed by John Woo? 1. The Killer. 2. A Better Tomorrow. 3. Wind Talkers. 4. The Replacement Killers. Final answer, Jack?
Number 2.
Good guess. A Better Tomorrow is actually directed by John Woo. The correct answer, The Replacement Killers, was made by Antoine Fuqua. He is the director. Very good. And Jack, you end this section with 50 points. Now on to the camp team. Which will you have, U, I, or Z?
We'll choose I.
Okay. Question set I, number 1. Among Santa Claus's reindeer, which one has a red nose? 1 Dasher, 2 Dancer, 3 Prancer, 4 Rudolph.
Number 4, Rudolph.
Question 2. Of the following, which city does not have a subway system? 1 Incheon, 2 서귀포, 3 Daegu, 4 Busan.
Number 2.
Number 2,
And of course, 서귀포 is in Jeju Island. And we go on to question 3. Of the following, which appliance can still be used during a power outage? 1 TV, 2 washing machine, 3 wire telephone, 4 refrigerator. You can use chance.
we'll choose chance.
Okay, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices.
Number 2.
Okay, actually it's the wire telephone that you can use without electricity. Camp, you end this section with 20 points, and Jack team, you're ahead at 50 points. Now, the second section is where we see how well you work together. I will give you 20 words in a pre-chosen category. We'll give you 100 seconds to go through the entire list. And of course, each word is worth 10 points. Please do not use the word or phrase that we give you on the board to give as a hint to your partner. Jack, if you're ready, please take your position next to me. Jack, your chosen category is famous S people. Do you actually have a famous S person that you really like?
Yes. 서재필.
Ah, you
Korean
have
independent
Seo.
activist. 서재필.
Uh-huh.
Korean independent activist.
Wow, interesting. And did you practice a lot with your partner?
We think so.
Okay, well, we hope that practice pays off for you. Are you ready? Ready?
Ready.
Go.
Busan icons, football player,
홍정국,
Iraqi president.
사담 후세인,
You call it a French actress, singer,
소피 마르소,
Jurassic Park director,
스티븐 스필버그,
the animation soap opera,
더 심슨스,
the dinosaur in NBA,
샤키로니,
doctor, German French doctor,
슈바이처,
king of wisdom,
솔로몬,
pass, pass, pass. Eternal sex symbol she's in her 60s.
소피아 로렌,
양현석 group,
서태지,
pass. Shape of my heart,
스팅,
speed actress,
산드라 블록,
Korean character maker in Joseon Dynasty. 한글 maker.
킹 세종,
Not musician in the old times, not Schumann. Another one,
슈베르트,
French marquis.
사드,
Pass.
Jack, you seemed a little nervous, but you did a fine job of this. You actually passed on some of the actually fun characters, Snow White with the Seven Dwarfs, and your last one that you passed on was Saint-Exupéry, and he is the writer of The Petit Prince, or The Little Prince. You did a fine job, 200 points. And camp team, if you're ready, please take your position. And your pre-chosen category was actually in the sea.
Yes, right.
Do you have any favorite creatures in the sea that you'd like to see?
My mom likes to eat squid.
Do you like to eat squid too?
Not so much like my mom, but I like it too.
Okay, we'll see if that's in your list.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ready? Go.
Not a dolphin.
Whale.
W. Okay.
Whale.
Deep blue sea, and not sheep.
Abyss.
S. Start with S.
Pass.
Pass. Start with S. It's not it's not a fish. Right.
Seahorse.
Okay, right. Start with T.
Tuna.
Okay, right. What is this? W.
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 Wave.
Yes, right. Not a whale. D.
Dolphin.
Okay. The people.
Dive.
Start
Diving.
with S. 2 words.
Swimming. Swim.
Pass. Okay, start with O. 8 legs.
Octopus.
Okay, right. Pass. It's start with L. Another name of seaweed. L.
Labor.
Okay, right. Another name of cuttlefish. S.
Squid.
Right. Start with P. The food of a whale. P. Very small. The smallest creature in the sea.
Planaria. Pass.
Pass. Titanic bumped into big. Titanic ship bumped into big.
Rock.
Start with I.
Ice rock.
Ice. Another.
You're under quite a lot of pressure at the end, and I think you knew it. It's iceberg that the Titanic ran into. And of course, you passed on whale food, plankton in the sea, and also you mentioned this before as one of the hints. We were going for the movie Deep Blue Sea, starring the sharks.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. You end this section at 100 points, and Jack, you're ahead at 200 points. Now, this is the section where we can tell who will go on to the finals. Let's have Mr. Kim Jun-sung come out and help me with the questions. Welcome again to our stage, Mr. Kim Jun-sung.
Thank you.
So, what fun news do you have for us today?
Well, this next round is a round of 15 non-multiple choice questions. Each question is worth 30 points. First team that buzzes in can answer. If the team gets it wrong or cannot answer the question, then the question will go over to the other team. And also, you have 5 seconds to answer. And when both teams cannot answer the question, we will give you a spelling hint.
And of course, this is the section where you can make a lot of difference with a few questions because each question is worth, again, 30 points. You have to remember to buzz in and have me call your team names before you answer. Please answer loudly so that we can hear your answer. And so if you're ready, let's have question number 1.
Okay. Question number 1, facility. Recently in Korea, this has become a popular setting that has been chosen to be used in movies, advertisements, and other imageries. This transportation system appeared in movies like My Sassy Girl, Besame Mucho, Ghost, and Sliding Doors. What is this?
If you saw them, Jack?
Subway.
Jack team, you mentioned that you had ridden this into the studio today. And camp team, I want to encourage you. You can catch up. We have a lot of questions ahead. We have 14 questions to go, okay? And let's have the next question.
Okay, number 2, element. Recently, the international price of this hit its lowest annual record due to concerns regarding the decrease in construction demand in the U.S. It was also known to prehistoric people and probably was the first metal from which useful articles were made. What is this brownish-red metallic element?
Jack.
Gold. Gold.
Good guess. Camp, the chance to answer. Camp.
Copper.
And of course, copper is one of the most widely used, and it goes by the letter CU, the symbol. And let's have the next question.
Question number 4, drink. Recently, a Japanese liquor company revived the 4,400-year-old Egyptian blank fit for pharaohs. The new traditional drink has no froth, is a dark tea color, and contains 10% alcohol, and about double the punch of the contemporary kind. What is this drink?
Keep in mind, it was a Japanese liquor company that made an Egyptian drink, old Egyptian drink, fit for pharaohs. Okay, we'll give you a spelling hint now. Jack?
Beer.
We actually gave you a strong hint in that there's no froth in the new drink, right?
Yeah.
And of course, it's the dark tea color, and it is, of course, beer. And with that, let's go on to the next question.
Okay, number 5, company. Last month, the French government said that it will reduce its 54.4% stake in this company, part of a program of privatizing partially and fully government-owned companies to raise cash. What is the name of the national carrier of France?
Jack?
TGV.
Camp, I'll give you 5 seconds. We are looking for the answer to the national carrier of France. The French government has a 54.4% stake, and now let us look at the spelling hint. Jack?
Air France.
And Jack, you're doing a good job of increasing your lead. Camp, we want to see you on the board. Be encouraged, we have a lot of questions ahead. And let's have the next question, please.
Okay, number 6, weather. According to British weather experts, this year is to be the hottest year in 143 years. Weather experts blame this, which is caused by rising emissions of greenhouse gases that trap heat in the atmosphere, for the rise in temperatures. What is this?
This is what the weather experts blame for causing Camp.
Ocean gas.
Good guess. Jack, 5 seconds. Jack.
Greenhouse effect.
Okay, why don't we give you a spelling hint and help you along? Jack.
Global warming.
Camp team, I think you knew the answer, but you didn't get to the right phrase. And with that, let's have the next question.
Okay, number 7, word. Recently, many companies are announcing a new CI to enhance their brand awareness. This, which is often referred to as CI, are items associated with a company.
Jack.
Corporate image.
Good guess, but Camp, the chance to answer goes to you, and we'll finish the question.
Characteristics such as logo, a building, or style that are associated with a corporate or organization. What does CI stand for?
Camp, 5 seconds. Camp.
Corporation image.
And with that, let us have the squares. Spelling squares, please. Jack.
Corporate identity.
And what is your favorite corporate identity? Do you have one?
LG.
Oh, you like LG with
I'm
the
working
smiling
for
face?
LG Electronics.
Oh, okay.
A word in for your boss. Okay, let's have the next question.
All right, question number 8, unit. Recently, U.S. researchers have found evidence suggesting people may live longer by eating fewer Ds each day. This is a unit of energy producing potential in food. This is different for every food. What is this?
This is the unit, Jack.
Vitamin.
Camp, 5 seconds. Camp.
Protein.
This is the energy producing potential in a food. Let us see the squares, please. Jack.
칼로리.
Calorie.
And of course, many people watch calories, right? And we go on with question 9.
Okay, question number 9, game. The Sunday supplement of the New York Herald carried this on December 21st, 1913. The first "this" has since become a regular feature of most newspapers and magazines. It usually has blank squares in a grid form. What is this?
Jack.
Puzzle.
Camp, I'll give you 5 seconds. We're looking for the type of Jack.
크로스워드.
And we're on to question number 10.
Okay, question number 10, title. Charles Dow and Edward Jones are best known for the New York Share Price Index named after them. However, they also found one of the world's leading dailies in 1889. What is the name of this newspaper, which is also the representative economic paper of the U.S.?
Camp.
New York Times.
Jack, I'll give you 5 seconds. Jack.
월스트리트 저널.
Dow and Jones are busy people.
That's right.
All right, and we go on to the next question, please.
Okay, question number 11 is about insect. Recently, the U.S. is in fear of the West Nile virus. The West Nile virus is spread by this insect which transmits the illness from...
Jack.
Mosquito.
Yes, the mosquito is a problem, and infected birds actually had this first, and they're now transmitting it via mosquito to people, which is very scary, a brain infection. Well, let's have the next question, please.
Okay, question number 13 is about science. According to the journal Nature, an international team has completed the most comprehensive map ever of the genetic code of this animal. It characteristically has a pointed snout, small rounded ears, and a long, naked, or almost hairless tail. What is this animal often used in animal testing?
This is used often in animal testing. Hairless tail. Let's have a spelling hint now. Jack.
마우스.
I think you guys are hesitant to get it wrong, but you should take the risk anyway. Okay, let's have the next question now.
Okay, question number 14, economy. This card with a high technology IC chip is to be introduced as early as late this year. KT, a Korean communications company, is promoting an event to issue this card to 30 million customers. This card has functions of an ID, electronic money, and credit card. What is this?
You can use this for an ID, electronic money, and a credit card. Let's have a spelling hint, please. Jack.
스마트 카드.
And are we already at the last question?
That's right. Question number 15 is language. According to a BBC broadcast, This, one of the oldest languages in the world, is in danger of becoming extinct in India, the country of its origin. This is because no more than a few thousand people in a country of more than 1 billion can claim to read, write, and speak it fluently. What is the extinct Indo-European language of ancient India?
This language is almost extinct. In danger of being extinct is this, and let's have a spelling hint. This is an Indo-European language of ancient India. Jack.
Sanskrit.
Well, camp team, you put up a good fight. You had a tough game though, and Jack comes out the winner with a strong ending. 540 points ends you up going to the finals. Congratulations. Well, camp team, I'm sure there are a lot of people who know you as English teachers who are watching you. Do you have any final words for them?
Well, it's very tough. It was very tough than I expected. It's really different from as a viewer in front of the television on the show. Oh, I think I need to get some more information about general knowledge.
Oh no.
And I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much for joining us. And Jack team, you will be going against the formidable Turtles team who are going for their 6th win. You must have seen them on television. Do you have any special tactics to use against them?
We know how strong they are. Just to our best.
Okay, we look forward to seeing you in the finals. We'll be right back after this with Jack team and Turtles. To our final stage, Jack team, let us welcome back the Turtles. Welcome back onto our stage, Lee-Hyun-woo and Chung Young-kwon. You guys are going for win number 6. That'll take you to the continental U.S. or your bunch of friends to wherever. Now, you got to see the Jack team from backstage working against their opponents. How do you feel about your opponents today?
They'll be very tough competitors, yeah.
And how do you see your odds?
Fairly at even.
Okay, well, put out your best efforts and good luck to you. And now, Jack team, I know that you've seen the Turtles before on our television screens. So, what do you think, or do you have any new tactics against them?
They are really amazing team. So, we are sort of honored to be against their opponent.
Wow, honored to be against you. Well, we'll see what happens today. Let's begin our final section. Now, in this final section, we'll be giving you 5 categories with 5 questions each. Each question is worth 10 to 50 points. And of course, if you get a question correct, then you will get to choose the next question. If you get it wrong, the chance to answer goes over to your opponents. And what are our categories today?
Okay, if you look at your screens, this week's categories are screen time, I, where in the world, rain, and famous leaders.
And of course, I get to pick the first question as usual. We'll go with screen time, 10 points. This is a humorous television program that draws on the same cast of characters in a succession of episodes. Turtles.
Situation comedy, sitcom.
What is remarkable about the sitcom is that it has a laugh track to help you to know when you want to laugh. Turtles, you have the board and you get to choose.
Let's go with screen time for 20.
Screen time for 20 points. Is Hollywood running out of ideas? Many movies today that seem new are actually just old movies with a new cast and updated storylines. The recently released Ocean's 11, starring George Clooney and Brad Pitt, is actually an updated version of the 1960s version that starred Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. What is the name given to these updated versions of old films? Turtles.
Remakes?
And of course, we've been having a lot of remakes recently. And Jack team, we want to see you on the board. As you know, the opponents are pretty tough. They have a lot of experience with quiz, so you have to buzz in quickly, okay? And Turtles, you get to choose.
Screen time for 30 points.
Okay, screen time for 30 points. This U.S. television program turned into an international phenomenon that, at its peak, reached a worldwide audience of 1 billion viewers in 140 countries. Jack?
CNN.
Good guess, but the chance to answer goes over to the Turtles, and I will finish the question. This syndicated show starred David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson as lifeguards. Turtles.
Baywatch?
And when it aired in Korea, it went under the title SOS Beach Rescuers. Did you actually like the show?
Not at all.
Okay, and maybe that's a broadcast meant. Turtles, you get to choose.
Screen time for 40 points.
Okay, screen time for 40 points. On August 3rd, this U.S. director, producer, and actor received the Leopard of Honor, a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 55th Locarno International Film Festival. Turtles.
Robert Redford.
Good guess, but I will finish the question, and Jack, it's your chance to answer. In Locarno, Switzerland, among the 100 best American love movies ranked by the American Film Institute in June 2002, he is the only director credited with 2 films near the top of this list. His The Way We Were ranked number 6 and Out of Africa ranked number 13. Who is he? He was behind the making of these movies. 5 seconds for you, Jack. Turtles.
Sidney Pollack.
And he won his first Best Director Academy Award for Out of Africa. And Turtles, you get to choose.
Yeah, let's go with screen time for 50.
Okay, we'll close out the category. Screen time for 50 points. During the 59th Venice International Film Festival, which will end on September 7th in Italy, 3 Asian movies were invited to the Venezia 59 competition. They were The Best of Times, directed by Taiwanese director Chang So-chi, Dolls, directed by Japanese director Takeshi Kitano, and this movie directed by Korean movie director Lee Chang-dong. This movie deals... Turtles? Okay, think back. This is something you can see in the desert. That's a hint. Jack.
Watch this.
Oasis. Jack, we welcome you to the board, and it's a 50-point question that leaves you halfway there. 50 versus 100 points. Jack, you get to choose.
Famous leaders for 10 points.
Famous leaders for 10 points.
For 10 points. As a 24-year-old journalist in South Africa, he was captured by the Boers in the Boer War. He escaped.
Turtles.
Winston Churchill.
And of course, he became a British politician and a Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and he is widely regarded as the greatest British leader of the 20th century. And Turtles, you get to choose.
Famous leaders for 20 points.
Famous leaders for 20 points.
He was born in Braunau, Austria as the son of a customs official. He dreamt of becoming a great artist one day. When World War I started...
Turtles.
Adolf Hitler.
Jack team, you must be finding the Turtles team pretty formidable opponents. Again, we'd like to say that Adolf Hitler was very big. He's characterized by mustache, Nazis, and World War II.
Have you ever read the Mein Kampf?
Parts of it.
Parts of it? What'd you think?
Very interesting.
Okay.
And Turtles, you get to choose.
Famous leaders for 30 points.
Okay, famous leaders for 30 points.
The research for combating polio started in full swing only after a famous person was known to suffer from it. In fact, the polio vaccine might not have been discovered in 1955 had he not helped found the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis in 1937. He is the 32nd president.
Turtles.
FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
He was the 32nd president of the United States, and he served longer than any other president in the U.S. And of course, he served during the Great Depression in the 1930s and also World War II, so he suffered quite a lot. And Turtles, you get to choose again.
Famous leaders for 40 points.
Famous leaders for 40 points.
He is a civil engineer and has a boxer's nose from a boyhood brawl in which he caught a cart axle across the face. In 1991, he became the first popularly elected leader in country's history, guiding Russia through a stormy decade of...
Turtles.
Boris Yeltsin.
Of course, he resigned on the eve of the year 2000. And Jack, we'd like to welcome you back to the board sometime. Okay, stay in the game. And Turtles, you get to choose.
Famous leaders for 50 points.
Okay, famous leaders for 50 points.
For 50 points. As a youth in Poland in the 1930s, he was a budding actor and joined a theater troupe. Now, along with speaking 8 languages, he is now considered as one of the most recognized people in the world.
Turtles.
The current Pope, John Paul
II.
John Paul II.
That's right. When he was 61 in 1981, he was the subject of an assassination attempt, but he survived and has continued his leadership of the Catholic Church and as the head of the Vatican City State. And Turtles, you get to choose.
Where in the world for 10, please?
Where in the world for 10 points?
For 10 points. This area is now known as perhaps the world's most pristine and untampered environment, as large vestiges of biodiversity remain intact due to the lack of human intrusion. This core stretch of land measures 4 kilometers wide and 250 kilometers long from east to west.
Turtles.
The DMZ, Demilitarized Zone.
Well, Turtles, you get to choose the next question.
Let's continue with where in the world for 20?
Where in the world for 20 points?
In July, torrential rain, seasonal rain, forced more than 50,000 people out of their homes, as nearly 2.7 million people in total have been affected, with 250,000 damaged homes and over 6,000 kilometers of roads washed away. The region includes India, Nepal, and this country, of which 1/3 was submerged.
Turtles.
Bangladesh.
And of course, 1/3 of this region was submerged, and it is infamous for its frequent flooding disasters due to its water delta topography. And Jack, we'd like to encourage you. And Turtles, you get to choose.
Where in the world for 30, please?
Where in the world for 30 points?
The island name Perigel or Layla, depending on which country you talk to, became embroiled in a dispute that threatened relations between the Arab League and the EU. The dispute now appears to have subsided, and negotiations are now underway. Perigel or Layla is located in the Mediterranean Sea, and dispute regarding it will continue between these two countries. What are the name of these two countries?
Turtles.
Algeria and Spain.
Jack, 5 seconds. Jack.
Spain and Greece.
Okay, we'd like to go again. I want to remind you that one of the countries' names was mentioned already, and the other uses Arabic. It has a monarchy. Turtles.
Spain and Morocco.
Very good, Turtles. And you get to choose the next question.
Where in the world for 40 points?
Where in the world for 40 points?
Although nowadays it is a popular tourist destination, it has been visited only since the early 19th century. It is perhaps the most uninhabitable place on Earth. There's virtually no edible vegetation and virtually nothing with which you could build shelter with, as it is the driest, windiest, and coldest place on Earth. Not to mention probably the loneliest. What is this?
Turtles.
Greenland?
Jack, 5 seconds. Jack.
The South Pole.
Very good. It's good to see you back on the board. And of course, the Sejong Base Station of Korea is located on Antarctica. And Jack, you get to choose.
Let's continue with the Where in the World for 50 points.
Where in the world for 50 points?
This is a group of islands and British dependency in the South Atlantic Ocean, 480 kilometers east of the Strait of Magellan. After a brief military conflict in 1982 with the United Kingdom, the government of Argentina maintains it.
Turtles.
Falkland Islands?
And of course, this year's World Cup games made this an issue once again. And Turtles, you get to choose.
We have an I for 10 points.
Okay, I for 10 points.
Hello, the Contenders. I'm Kwang No-hoon, and I'm an ophthalmologist. You've probably heard of the saying, the eyes are the window of the soul. The eyes are indeed a very important organ of the human body. Well, shall we talk about the eyes then? During the summer vacation, disposable lids are very popular. The first of the device made the
Turtles.
Contact lenses?
That's right. The first of the device made of glass was developed by Adolf Fick in 1887, and it was actually made to correct irregular astigmatism, and it is a small plastic or glass lens placed directly onto the front of the eye to correct defective vision or make the iris appear a different color. We have color lenses available now. Do you ever use them?
Yeah, I have one right now. Well, not color lens, but just contact lens. Yeah.
Ah, so Fick's invention is helping you see.
Better. Yeah,
See
I
better.
can see. I can see without. Just see better.
Okay. And Turtles, you get to choose.
Can we have an I for 20 points?
Okay, I for 20 points.
This question is a multiple choice. Of the following, which part functions the same as the iris in the camera? 1. Cornea. 2. Retina. 3. Pupil. 4. Lens.
Jack.
Number 2.
And with that, Turtles, it's your chance to answer. 5 seconds. Turtles?
Number 1?
Good guess. This is multiple choice, so you each get one chance to answer. The correct answer is pupil. And that is what acts as the iris in a camera in our eye. And I will choose the next question. I will go with rain for 10 points. There is a common word in the following hints. What is it? Song sung by Dorothy in the 1939 movie The Wizard of Oz. Korean movie about the love between a weathercaster and a subway worker, starring Lee Jung-jae and Jang Jin-young. Colorful rice cake, which is always served at children's first birthday celebrations. Turtles.
Rainbow?
The song, of course, is Over the Rainbow, the movie Over the Rainbow again, and of course we have the colorful rainbow-colored rice cake to celebrate the first birthday of a baby. Turtles, you get to choose.
Rain for 20 points.
Rain for 20 points. This in the Seoul and Incheon area is becoming worse. An official of the Ministry of Environment said it is rather difficult to examine the substance that is the cause of this phenomenon. Turtles.
Acid rain?
And apparently they blame this increase of acid rain on pollutants crossed over from China and the exhaust gas from cars. And Turtles, you get to choose again.
An I for 30 points.
I for 30 points.
This is a surgery that can reduce a person's dependence.
Jack.
LASIK.
Very good. You're getting a hang of the quiz, right? It's good to see on the board. And of course, the LASIK surgery, or LASIK surgery, means laser-assisted in situ keratomylusis, or mylusis, I am not sure actually. But it uses the excimer laser and permanently changes the shape of the cornea to help you to see better. And it removes the corneal tissue. Jack, you get to choose.
Rain for 30 points.
Rain for 30 points. This is a kind of rain. This rain comes down in very small, numerous drops that may appear to float while being carried by air currents. Turtles.
Dew.
Good guess, but Jack, it's your chance to answer and I'll finish the question. The drops generally have diameters between about 0.2 and 0.5 millimeters. Smaller ones are usually cloud or fog droplets, while larger drops are called raindrops. It is often accompanied by fog, but differs from it because its drops fall to the ground. It commonly falls from stratus clouds. What is this kind of rain? 5 seconds. Jack.
Torrential rain.
Okay. This sort of rain often appears in Korean children's songs or popular songs, the Korean word for this English equivalent. Jack.
샤워.
Turtles, 5 seconds. Make a guess. We were looking for drizzle. And with that, I get to choose the next question, and I will go with rain for 40 points. In the East Asian region, including the Korean peninsula, the rainy season ceases because of the increased temperature near the end of July, usually. However, a concentrated rain similar to this, which are heavy local rainfalls, often seen in subtropical zones, starts to fall on the Korean peninsula. This includes several brief wind speed changes or gusts. It is often named after the weather phenomenon that accompanies it, such as rain, hail, or thunder.
Typhoon.
Jack.
Typhoon.
Turtles, it's your chance to answer. What is this? 5 seconds. Okay. We're looking for a word that actually was part of a movie title, directed by Ridley Scott, titled White Blank. And it's about a storm named this. We use this word actually to mean sudden bout of rain. Turtles.
Squall.
And Turtles, you get to choose.
Rain for 50 points.
Rain for 50 points. According to Anna Nova, a British news website, the war in Afghanistan is partly to blame for the failure of the coming of this in parts of India. The scientist who maintains this theory says large volumes of greenhouse gases have been released by U.S. warplanes. He believes the war has contributed significantly to the blank factors which are behind the low rainfall. This means rainy season, any period of heavy rainfall, especially during the summer over Southeast Asia and India. What is this? Jack.
원숭.
And apparently it comes from the late 16th century word via obsolete Dutch monsoon, from Portuguese monsão, and the Arabic mausim for season. And Jack, you get to choose.
I for 40 points.
I for 40 points.
This is a well-known hereditary disease. This is the defect of vision, affecting the ability to distinguish colors, occurring mostly in males. Pasha, this is...
Jack.
Colorblind.
It's also called dichromatism, color blindness, and it consists generally of the inability to differentiate between reds and greens, but more rarely the confusion involves blues or yellows. Okay, Jack, we have one more question to go, so we'll go with I for 50 points.
Since the 9/11 terror attack, airports of the world have reinforced their security systems, and the Heathrow Airport in England started using the security system, which involved the passenger to reflect this on the camera. This is the pigmented muscular curtain at the front of the eye. It is known as one of the most effective and sure way to identify a person. What is this?
This is a method by which we identify people. And there is a flower of the same name. Jack?
Tuna?
Turtles, 5 seconds. Once again, I'd like to remind you that we're looking for a part of the eye that also shares a name with the name of a flower.
Remember, it was the previous question said that the pupil of the human eye acts the same as what in the camera?
Jack?
Iris.
Jack, it is a very strong ending to a very tough game. You made a good effort, but Turtles, you win 6 times in a row. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Jack, you face some tough opponents today. Well, do you have any last words as you go?
The result came out as we had expected, and we accept the result, and congratulations to Turtles team.
Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Turtles, we would actually be giving you, the two of you actually, tickets to go to the continental US since you're sharing this with your friends. They must be really thrilled. Do you have any words for them?
As the prize gets bigger, I hope they really appreciate our efforts.
All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations, and we'll see you next time. And with that, we have new winner number 6. And of course, please write us with your comments or questions at our homepage, contenders.arirangtv.com. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.